26. The theatre review understands emotional and mental costs. The critic is aware of the investment and outcomes of the artist in relation to the performance or the production.
Yes, and again, that we were just talking about that. A director, actors, design, they all invest so much in a production. Not always, and then we can see that. We can see that they are not investing their 100%. And as soon as you are aware that they're not investing 100%, it's so hard as a reviewer because you pull back and you go, you've done better, and you're capable of much better. You're phoning it in. And when we see that, it's so hard to review that production without being cruel, yes.
And sometimes we know too much information, which is, oh, your dad died last night, and you're here on this stage doing the play about the dead dad, right? And what does that cost you? What is that doing to you? What does that mean to your performance?
Yes, absolutely. And when an actor, we saw that in Theatre Calgary, is in a car accident, and the understudy has to step in, and that understudy is dynamite. That's a valuable lesson we all learn. Is that in most professional theaters we do have understudies, but the understudy until COVID came along was really a thing of the past. People didn't want to understudy, and now I think the rule or rule of thumb with Calgary theater companies is that if you have understudies, they will get at least 2 performances. Whether it be their matinees or whatever, they will have a chance to be on stage. And rightfully so. My good heavens, memorizing all the direction, the blocking of the lines, the everything, they deserve to be on stage.
Yes, they do. And also I think the framework for what is health and not health is changed in a different generation. I think in my younger years, I saw a lot more theaters who are on stage who maybe, were vomiting in the wings and then coming on and still pulling off the show. And I used to think that was always a good thing, but I think I've mellowed on some of that now, where I think having understudies is
a better idea.
Is a better way to go. Yeah. It's such a financial cost for the mid-range theater companies, though. If you're in the A houses, it's one thing, but if you're in the B, C, E, F houses, that's
because you have to pay those people.
Yeah. It's a big cost.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
you know what? Having had understudies, as a director, it's difficult also, because you have to let those people practice. You have to let them rehearse. And so, there you are, you take your main actors out and you put your understudies in.
Yeah, so you actually need more rehearsals.
You certainly do.
Which is hard, because under a lot of the union rules, you're still only have this amount of time, but now the requirements are such. I'm such a big proponent of having longer rehearsal periods. And I think that's something that community theater has over professional theater.
Yes. And it's wonderful in community theater when you say, and certainly I did with my latest play, they were ready a week before. They needed to be in the theater. They had outgrown the rehearsal hall, and they needed to be in the theater. That's a wonderful feeling that, and as you're saying, that's because we had so much rehearsal time. We were rehearsing during the summer, so we added 2 extra weeks of rehearsal because we knew people were going to be taking time off, but they were ready. So that's the same thing with professional theater. If you gave them an extra week's rehearsal, it would be a lot less of a chore and it is, boy, to get that thing up in 2 weeks. Woo!
Yeah, and also on the professional side, I feel sorry. I feel a great deal of empathy for the actors, because they have to learn their lines almost before the first day of rehearsal.
Oh yes.
which
they have
is,
to come with the lines memorized.
and so that changes the process for some people, because
Yes,
some
it
people,
does, because some people memorize the lines best when they know they're blocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what people say. Well, I'll memorize my lines as soon as I have my blocking. But you in a professional theater, you want that day one. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
there's no time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're not in the business, you don't know these things.
Exactly, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.